Hey guys, Banished here. This is the second part of my IPL5 submission, and this is the actual gameplay. As we can see, it's still versus Dignitas. However, the champions are different. They've put them different to the actual champion select, just because I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, we'll record over this and see if they like it or not. So I'm going to skip to the beginning of the game. Okay, and here we see getting ready to start off the match by going for the invade. I do first off apologize for the clock. Never mind, it's been fixed. Okay, so yeah, it looks like they're going to start with the early invade due to everyone going down mid. Looks like they're possibly going to be going over to the red buff, take the red buff from the enemy jungle, who is a Mundo without a red buff. Very good as long as you can dodge the cleavers. Slow should not interfere that much. See Xeon Spartan and Nintendo Paradox on Zig all waiting up there, but then Xeon Spartan spotting Skara, jumping to Skara, getting an auto attack off and his Q, getting Skara down to half HP already. That'll be very good. It means that Skara has to go back now, so that means it's only a 4v5 technically. Gianna catching up there, Pixel 3, and they're just checking that bush, making sure no one's there. So it's looking like at the moment they're going to be able to pick up this red buff pretty much uncontested. It doesn't look like they're gonna be fighting over this at all. It looks like Dignitas have given them the red buff, pretty much because they do have a better level 1 team, and we see I Will Dominate there just hanging by the wolves. He wants to go get those wolves, and then he wants to go for blue buff. So looks like are going to be easily taking this red away from Dignitas. So we see Zig and Pixel going back and Zig going down to the bot lane. We see Skara trying to get in there, but he just can't. The team doesn't have that much power, so they're going to go ahead and take these wraiths first for Nintendo. We see Locust sort of iffing its way to the reds. They may go for counter invade red, see if they can get their red back. A nice pull from Morgana there using the pull, and we see Zig and Pixel 3 going back to lane. So they managed to pick up red buff rather. Nintendo will be using that very well. It means that he gets way more jungle XP and he can early gank fairly well, and it also means Mundo cannot get that red buff. So now we actually see Mundo going in for the red buff. Is he going to be able to get it? It looks like Nintendo is sort of running over here. He wants to stop Mundo from getting this red buff, because Mundo does get this red buff, it will turn out very bad for but Pixel and Zig finding him in the jungle, they're all coming onto him. It's 4v1 here, right? Skara coming in from the back trying to do some damage. He's going back now. Nintendo throwing the axe, getting the slow, and I Will Dominate. Zig coming in to try and get the kill. Then Gianna picking up the first kill for First blood Gianna, now with double buff. Probably not the best person to receive double buff there, but oh well. At least I Will Dominate didn't pick up that red buff, or actually I believe he did pick up red buff. Did he? No, he did not. Yes, he did actually, sorry. Nintendo just clearing out the little minions left there by Dr. Mundo. So this means that I Will Dominate no longer has red buff. He doesn't even have blue buff. So that's going to really sacrifice a lot of his jungle. It's going to make him his ganks very, very hard, because he has to rely on hitting with his cleaver. This basically means for MM's team, as long as they can dodge the cleaver from Mundo, ganks should be unsuccessful. We see a lot of the lanes pushing actually, except for bottom lane. Bottom lane, I'm a Cutie Pie and Locust pretty much dominating this lane, which is not that weird. It is an Ashe. So with the volley harass spam, you know, this basically means that Nintendo can get in there, go gank, get a double kill of bot lane, or at least a single kill, while the other lanes are pushing. The other lane's free to push due to I Will Dominate missing that red buff now. So other lanes can push as much as they like. It won't cause them much harm. So we see I'm a Cutie Pie, basically minion farming. Not much really going on there. However, Nintendo going up the river here, looking at Voyboy. Is he coming in for a gank? Yes, he's going for a gank on Voyboy. Double buffed as well. He throws a... he gets the true damage down. just misses with the cleaver. Managed to get the Q on him, but he's not going to go back in there. Zeon Spartan, and Nintendo's going to walk away from that. Or is he? He's going back around. He's going to try and get the gank on Voyboy again. He's going in there with the axe. Reckless swing. And no, Zeon Spartan was just too far away to do any real damage. Missing with the axe there again. Unfortunate. It's twice they have ganked him. But it looks like Nintendo's actually going to stay here. And we see Morgana coming in from the mid. And Nintendo sort of recalling, but now he's not. Is he going to throw the axe? He managed to get the axe. Oh, and just misses with the bind there. If that bind had hit, Voyboy could have possibly been dead there. But Voyboy proving that Vladimir is a very hard person to gank here. How unfortunate. Triple gank from the jungle and mid and still nothing. They're keeping a very strong eye on Mundo there. You can see him doing wraiths. But Paradoxal is a bit pushed back now due to the gank up top, which is actually quite good because it means Mundo can't even try to get a gank in there. And it looks like Scar has gone back as well. So if you look at the farm, Ash and Kog'Maw pretty much on the same level. Kog'Maw slightly ahead, but not a noticeable advantage there. But Locust, not Locust, but Pixel 3 having to go back. So it's just Zig there in the lane on his own. Poor Zig. So yeah, the farms are looking pretty good. If we look at I Will Dominate, he's running his farm of 5 at the moment. Really unfortunate for him. He's been shut down ever so much by this by MM's team, and I don't believe he's had a gank on a lane yet. Oh, down at bot lane, they managed to get Locust. Nintendo coming down for a gank. I can't believe I missed that. But it looks like now they're going to possibly go for a dragon, or maybe they're just warding it. No, are they going to go for it? I see some pings going out from blue here, blue team. But it looks like they're gonna hold off on dragon. I Will Dominate is still up, so if I Will Dominate is still up, there's still a chance for a steal, and there's no reason to go for a dragon if they're just gonna steal it. We see I Will Dominate over there, running through the jungle. It looks like now he's gonna go for blue buff. So Nintendo and Paradoxical going in there thinking, yeah, we can get this guy. We can get the blue. If they can shut down the blue, they can get the blue off Rise. Rise will have pretty bad sustain, but then he gets the bind. Amazing bind there on the reckless swing and the pull, managing to pick up the kill on I Will Dominate. Poor I Will Dominate, not dominating that well. So this has pretty much cleared them up for a free dragon here. It shouldn't be able to be contested that well. Zig just holding back the lane at bot lane there. Yeah, this is a free dragon for MM. Getting the kill on I Will Dominate, that amazing clutch bind there by Morgana. Managed to pick up the kill. And yeah, as I said, this will secure easily a kill on dragon. Ash and Soraka missing from Dignitas' team. Nintendo actually getting really low there from dragon. It's a very early dragon. Pixel being only level 4 and still going for dragon. It's quite insane. And they should all get out of this fine. But now they're pinging blue because they know that they're going for blue. They know that Rise is going for his blue, and so I Will Dominate must have spawned by now. So yeah, what's happening up top? Zeon Spartan getting ultied by Voyboy. It's not going to be enough though. Vladimir's ulti, not that strong at level 6. More of a team fight oriented ulti, just to increase the damage that your team does to the enemy team, etc. So if you look at the farm here up top lane, we've got Voyboy on 54 and we've got Lee Sin on 50, so they're both doing pretty well. We see Lee Sin picking up the double null mantle just for the damage that Vladimir can do, and Vladimir sustain. He's got to survive against that sustain and the damage that Voyboy has. It's very difficult, Vladimir being able to take your health. But now we see Paradoxical coming up here for a gank, maybe? Nope. No, Voyboy's probably gone back. We see Dr. Mundo in the Raves area. Nintendo really wants those Raves, but he doesn't manage to get the cleaver steal. Or does he? Nope. Ah, he just gets the cleaver. Missed with the axe, and then he got the cleaver steal. Good job that I Will Dominate there. That was very well played. So now in mid lane we've got Skara running with blue buff, but we don't have Paradoxical. In fact, blue buff has spawned over on MM side, so they're going to go pick that up for a nice buff to Paradoxical. They're pinging red buff now, MM pinging red buff. They realize that it's spawned, but they're just a bit too late. Mundo does have it, so they couldn't steal it in time. Xeon Spartan winning the fight a bit with Voyboy here, pushing up a bit more. Nintendude possibly coming in for a gank. Don't know. Voyboy was on pretty low HP. He might have gone back by now. It looks like they're going to go for a tower dive here. Very weird positioning. But we see I Will Dominate protecting the turret. Voyboy's gone back. Xeon Spartan going in with the double E. Going in with the W to shield Nintendude. Getting the reckless swing off. And can they get him down? They just get him down. Xeon Spartan getting stunned by the Ashe just outside the turret range. Nintendude taking another shot from the turret. Being shielded by Xeon Spartan. Just enough to get away. That was clutch play. Very good by Xeon Spartan, just getting out of turret range before he got stunned by the Ashe arrow. Almost picking up a kill by Ashe there with the arrow. Just not enough. They managed to pick up the kill on I Will Dominate again. If we have a look, I Will Dominate on 0-3 now. 51 farms, so he has caught up a little bit, but he's being really shut down. Only being able to buy Ninja Tabby, whereas Olaf does now have a Wriggles and a Ruby Crystal on him. But that pretty much leaves Voyboy to push the 30. Lee Sin should be able to get back there in time though. I think that's Pixel going to ward Dragon again. Yep, has not spawned yet. Should be spawning in about 2 minutes. So they can get a nice Dragon kill, hopefully for MM, unless Dignitas do contest it. They need to make sure that I Will Dominate is alive when they do contest Dragon. If they can get that, then they should be able to steal it, or at least have a successful team fight at it. But I Will Dominate there in mid lane, protecting the lane, so Ryder's gone back. Paradoxical sees this as a good time to go back. And Nintendude picking up red buff there for himself. So yeah, so if you look at bottom lane, we haven't paid much attention to bot lane at the moment. We've got Kog'Maw, Janna versus Soraka Ashe, which is quite good. Soraka having one of the best sustains in the game, but Pixel being able to do that little bit more CC, the knockups, and also the ulti, very good for getting away with the speed buff. But Nintendude coming down here in the bush here, he's sort of sitting in here. The enemy team can't be able to see him. I'm pretty sure they have no ward in there. He's probably going to move up to this second bush. If he can move up to the second bush, then he could possibly get a really nice gank here. As soon as he pushes the minions. So he pushes the minions. They don't have vision. He gets up to this bush. They can't have a ward in here because there's a pink ward in here. Can they get a really nice gank? They need I'm a Cutie Pie and Locust to push a little bit. However, as Nintendude is sitting here, he's slowly losing farm, slowly losing XP, and so is bot lane. So no, there goes the Ashe Hawk to gain vision upon the bush, and Nintendude has been spotted. That's right, you run away in shame, Nintendude. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That would have been a very nice gank by Nintendude if he had been able to pull that off. But we spot I Will Dominate again in the jungle, possibly going for golems or wraiths. But yeah, not really any successful ganks still from I Will Dominate. But you know, he's trying. There's not really much more you can do. However, we see Paradoxical going up to top here, see if they can get the successful gank on Voyboy here. Going in for the bind, the pull misses. No, they can't really do much more than that. He's been pushed all the way back to his turret. They can't really tower dive with a Morgana and a Lee Sin. It wouldn't work quite that well. The screen's being flooded by numbers. And they're pigging Dragon because they realize the Dragon's going to be up in a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds even. And blue buff is also there, so it's going to be a hard choice between which one to go for. Probably Dragon, but however we see Skara going in there to go solo blue buff, and Ashe and Soraka there also checking out Dragon, realizing that it's going to be up soon. Puts down the ward. If he can just get a bind on blue, she should be able to steal this. I'm a Cutie Pie sort of putting his back there. Oh, and he gets to steal the bind and the pool steal. That was an insane steal by Paradoxical. GG for that. That was an absolutely immense steal. 3, even a 4, because Voyboy was coming in there. 4 enemy Dignitas players, and he just managed to get the bind onto blue buff, and also the pool. Just managed to pick it up. So it looks like they're going to go for a Dragon here, but I Will Dominate is here. So is the full enemy team. They need to get this down quickly. Zeon Spartan sort of going in there a bit, trying to push him back, but they do manage to get it with a smite. It's another dragon for MM. I'm a cutie pie, just getting caught out there. Very bad positioning. Should have gone back a little bit more, but Zeon Spartan managed to get it, and also the bind from Morgana, pretty much guaranteeing a kill. And now we see Nintendude at bottom lane here. Is he going to turret dive? He's going for Locust. Can he get Locust? He throws the... Oh, he just missed with the axe. He got duked. But here goes I Will Dominate. He's going in there. I Will Dominate popping the ulti, trying to protect Soraka as much as he can, but Nintendo's backing off, realizing he can't do it. But we see Zeon Spartan trying to get some damage on to Skara up here. Can Paradoxical get the bind? No, just misses the bind. Two very, very clutch ganks, but none of them managing to get a kill. But at least pushing away from the turret. MM should be able to get this turret, unless they choose to get more farm rather than the turret. But Zig going up there to ward, just getting out due to the minion surviving. Very good timing there. So that is 2 dragons that MM have gotten to Dignitas' 0. So that's an extra 300 gold per member that they have gained, more than Dignitas. 300 gold doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it will definitely stack up with all the farm they're getting. Especially if we look at bot lane here, Kog'Maw on 118 and Ashe only on 105. Both running triple Dorans, but Kog'Maw just that little bit more up with the pickaxe, and that will be from both the dragons, giving him that little bit extra money to be able to get it. And it looks like we can see Morgana going for the blue buff there. Normal stuff, but it looks like they may be going in for a gank on Skara up here. I Will Dominate sort of running around, defending the lane, it looks like, so it could just be I Will Dominate on his own. Can they pick off I Will Dominate again? We'll see, but they do. Red buff is not up, I don't believe. I think I Will Dominate just grabbed that. So what are they going to do here? They can either push the turret, or they can turret dive I Will Dominate. Probably not the best idea, because it is a Mundo with slows and his ulti if it's up. But they do manage to get the bind and the pull on him, doing some pretty nice damage. I doubt he has enough health regen this early in the game to be able to, you know, continue contesting with that. But we see Zeon Spartan coming down here, leaving Voyboy up top lane because he's pushed the lane a little bit. But can he get the gank on Skara? I think Skara's just noticed him, but Nintendo coming in from the back. Ryze going in for the flash there, getting the Rune Prison on Nintendo, but he had popped his ulti, so we couldn't get Rune Prison. Zeon Spartan going in for the kick. The Ashe arrow just missing. Can he get one last auto attack? No, Zeon Spartan. Oh, he just managed to get it. I Will Dominate though, killing Zeon Spartan. Paradoxical just out of position there, managing to go down to Dr. Mundo. Nintendo sort of crisscrossing, trying to get in there, but just can't. Unfortunately, Paradoxical was on the wrong side of the wall. Locust, very good coming in from the back there, managing to pick up 2 kills, getting Zeon Spartan and Paradoxical. Now Nintendo sort of defending the lane here from a Voyboy. Yeah, it looks like everyone else on MM has gone back. Not the best play, but they managed to get Ryze down. I think that was one of the primary motives. And they were a bit unlucky that Locust managed to get up there in time to defend Dr. Mundo, or they may have been able to pick up another kill on I Will Dominate, but just not quick enough. So yeah, we see Zig now going for the red buff. The slow will be very nice on Zig. Also, well, you know, the slow will be very nice. And then he's also got the ooze, which will be double the slow, double the kills. So we see everyone pretty much going back to the lane, farming up a bit. Lanes have been pushed a bit more on MM side, so you need to push those back a little bit, and then they can go for a couple more ganks. I still don't believe I Will Dominate has ganked in this game yet. I think he's just sort of been defending more than ganking, and then, you know, trying to pick up kills that way. See Paradoxical going into that bush. All he needs is a bind, get some damage off on the Skara. But then again, oh, Zeon Spartan and Voyboy going at it up top. Anything going to happen out here? I can't see the health bars. You have to frantically click between them, but I think it was just a bit of a trade-off there. Zeon Spartan realized that he can't really fight against that sustain unless he's got his shield up and his lifesteal. But it looks like, yeah, he's just trying to get some more farm there. Paradoxical managed to pick up another blue buff from the enemy team. The amount of blue buffs this guy has gotten from the enemy team is absolutely insane. It is now 19 minutes into the game, actually, so Dragon should be coming up fairly soon. And they should be able to contest that one as well. Can Paradoxical get the bind? Oh, just misses the bind. Could have been a kill there, but they do manage to get the turret down. Couple of hits, easy. So that's 2 turrets down for MM. And 0 for Dignitas. They're not doing that well in this game. They're being pretty much pressured. I Will Dominate being pressured way too much in the beginning, being denied. Well, first off, dying in the beginning, and also losing his double buff, being denied a red, and all this stuff. And here goes a team fight. Paradoxical going in there first. Managed to get the kill on Ash. Paradoxical running away with the ulti by Janna, and Nintendo finally getting into the fight. But it can't really do anything. Just missing the snare on Rise. Might have been another kill if he managed to get it. But now they can pretty much go for this dragon. They managed to get Ash down. So that's one of the main sources of damage. They still could contest it. Zig is there. Who is not there? Xeon Spartan's not there because they're at top with Voivoy. But now it's the 3v4. Dignitas could initiate, but it probably wouldn't turn out in their favor unless they can get Morgana down really quickly. That's what they really need to do in this fight. But here comes Dragon. Trying to get the dragon, but Voiboy we notice is missing from top lane. Where is he? He could be coming down here to help contest Dragon. I Will Dominate getting a bit too close for comfort there, but they just managed to get the smite, and it's no steal from Dignitas. MM getting out of there. They're like, we got Dragon. We do not really want anything else. Came here for Dragon. We're not going to leave here without it. So very nice from MM there. Managing to get Dragon for the 3rd time there, with the smite from Xeon, not from Xeon, from Nintendo. So we see Xeon Spartan just helping mid lane a little bit, because Morgana had to go back because her health was pretty low. But now they're pinging over here. Could this possibly be a Baron attack? I doubt it would be, because they're only level 10, so ignore the fact that I said that. But Xeon Spartan going back up here again to go stop Voiboy from pushing the lane a bit and get some more farms. We've got farms now for top lane. We've got 152 on Lee Sin, and we've got 181 on Vladimir. Vladimir with a bit more farm than Voiboy, than Xeon Spartan rather, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is quite a lot. It's about 30. Just a little bit under 30 more, which is not that much, but it is a little bit. As in, it may just turn the turn the tide in a 1v1 against these two. And Nintendo recalling there, messing up my LOL replay, and just sort of fighting over there. But it looks like they're going for golems. But actually, Pixel 3 and Paradoxical, are they coming up for a gank on Voiboy? Voiboy is pushing a bit far, but Voiboy getting binded there, but then the insta-pull from Voiboy. Paradoxical going for the ulti. He really wants this kill on Voiboy. Getting the heal off on Voiboy, but then Morgana manages to get it. Pixel 3 getting absolutely dominated there. Just... oh, getting hit by the arrow, but then it was spell shielded by Morgana. Absolutely insane play there. Paradoxical picking up the bind on I Will Dominate. Nintendo coming in from the back, doing all of the damage that he can, managing to pick up a kill on Soraka. Can they go pick up a kill on Scar or I Will Dominate? I Will Dominate extremely low, getting killed by the Zig ulti, the Kog'Maw ulti. Xeon Spartan perfectly timing his Q there, managed to get in. However, not that much backup, so he did die there. That was very unfortunate. He might have been able to pick up a kill on Ash if he had a bit more health there, but unfortunately he didn't. Stealing the Raves here, not leaving one behind. But we see Scar sort of chasing them up. Paradoxical going back and getting this bind. Oh, and that is another kill. Scara being a bit too ballsy there. It looks like now they're going for a Baron. This is a level 10, 11, and 12 and 14 Baron. Very early Baron, but should give them an insane advantage. Paradoxical tanking it there. They're sort of swapping between tanks. There goes out the summoner heal, so they can actually get this down. But they do have enough damage to get this down, and they do get it down. Xeon Spartan, he was just alive, so that's the entire MM team sitting there with Baron buff. That is not a force you really want to be reckoning with. That will be deadly, and it will be painful. So that has given them a combined gold of 300 each. Now 300 gold mixed in with 3 dragons, that is 750 gold. Each member is ahead. So that is some insane gold if you think about it. If I could see the total gold for each team, I'd be able to tell you, but I can't really, which does suck. But if we look at the farm, with all those dragons and with those barons, and now we see 4 of them over at blue, so that Paradoxical cannot steal this one. Scar actually wants a blue buff for once in this game. I think he's only got in it twice, maybe, from his actual camp, from Dignitas' camp. I think he's only got blue buff twice from there, including that one that he just got. So as we can see it in mid, they're gonna go. It looks like they're pushing mid pretty hard now, and they do have Baron, and Dignitas can't really do much against that. They can't have a team fight against it, but they managed to get the amazing bind on Locust there. Locust just taking way too much damage, but Xeon Spartan coming in from the wrong side managed to get to the safeguard to the ward, so he will be fine. But clearing out the race there, getting a bit more gold, a bit more money. Managing to get the slow in the turret hit from onto Xeon Spartan, doing as much poke as they possibly can, because they know they can't initiate, so they're literally just relying on the poke of Mundo at the moment, and maybe some volleys. But they do manage to get the tier 2 turret down in mid lane, so nice and easy. But Xeon Spartan getting binded there by Skara, getting some volleys and some shots out from Ashe. Simply not enough damage. Xeon Spartan probably not the best target for Rise, seeing as he was laning against a Void Boy. He has built up his magic resist quite a fair bit with that Maw of Mortalus. So probably not the best target, but now it looks like they're going to push bottom lane, and Dignitas already on there. Already onto their shenanigans. But they should be able to get this turret with no problem. Dignitas really not wanting to initiate, and I do not blame them. They really have to wait out this Baron buff. It's about half. It's a bit more than half gone. They've probably got about a third left of the Baron buff, and they've definitely done some damage with it. So Dignitas are pretty much just waiting for this buff to go away. Half the team running over Voivoi, clearing the minions in mid. They should be able to get this turret now. Getting the binding on Skara, the ulti from Zig, making him flash away. Can they get the turret? They managed to get the turret. Here comes the initiate. Voivoi putting down his ulti, getting on pretty much everybody, on everyone actually. Xeon Spartan in the middle of it, being binded by Skara. Shrelia's Reverie has been popped, so they can all get away pretty much safely. Xeon Spartan extremely low on HP due to the Rise binding there. Just missing out on a kill. Managed to get the bind on I'm a Cutie Pie, and the ulti coming in. Can he get the kill? No. Oh, he just gets it with the bind, and then he flashes away from Voivoi. That was some insane work. No, there was no sight ward up there, and pretty much no vision whatsoever. And he manages to get the bind onto Ashe. Managed to get the pull underneath. An absolutely insane kill by Morgana. It's just freaking amazing, that kill. So that is Ashe down. They now don't have their AD carry. So now it's 5v4, and with Baron buff, they really do not want to initiate now. Voivoi just trying to keep him off the inhib, but it's not going to work. MM just taking that inhib freely. So that's 1 inhib down for MM. And problem is, Dignitas haven't taken any turrets in this entire game. This entire game has literally been in MM's favour. Dignitas, let's see, getting that one down about 200 HP, getting that one down a little bit more, and that one's down the most, about half, like not even half, and that's another free dragon. That's the 4th dragon that they have gotten. That's another 150 gold, plus all of that turret gold to everybody else. Yeah, this is the part where I feel sorry for Dignitas. They're getting absolutely steamrolled in this game. That's the best way to put it. So gonna go defend this top lane so that turret doesn't get pushed. Not that it really matters that much. They've already pushed way too many turrets. Bot lane losing the inhib, mid lane down to the inhibitor turret, and top lane still at the 2nd tier turret. So Dignitas not looking too well in this. However, maybe slight chance to bring it back if they can ace their entire team and then go push and then do that again, they may have a chance of winning. But it's definitely in MM's favor at the moment. Doing lots of damage, having those really clutch abilities, such as the pull, such as the bind by Morgana into Ashe, into their spawn, into their base rather. It looks like they're going to take this turret freely as well. Even with the minions there, and it's theirs. They really can't stop that from happening. They can't. Dignitas really can't initiate in a team fight right now. It's really not, well, this is probably the best time, if ever, to initiate in a team fight due to they not having Baron. But it's more playing defense now. They need to get MM into a bad position and split them up, and then they can get the team fight going and they can win it. But it looks like they're trying to fight underneath a tower right now. I'm a cutie pie just going down by the bind pull by Morgana, and then the ulti by Zig. Oh no, I believe it's Q by Spartan. Here comes the initiate. Nintendo popping his ultimate. I will dominate, taking way too much damage. Ashe is going down way too quickly. And did that hit? No, it didn't hit anyone, unfortunately. If that had hit, that would have been devastating to Dignitas. Probably would have lost them the game already. But they can pretty much take this turret free. No one really lost that much HP in that encounter. However, Ashe did go down. Skara getting caught in the bind there with the whirlwind and the stun by Morgana. Can they pick up the kill on Skara? Managed to the stun. I managed to pick up the kill on Skara, just missing with the bind there from Paradoxical. Xeon Spartan extremely low HP though. He's just getting away. Voidway popping the flash, trying to go in for a kill here. Nearly killing Pixel. However, there goes the bind. Here comes the Ashe arrow, just missing Paradoxical and Zig. However, if it had hit Paradoxical, it would have been negated anyway, due to Black Shield. So, again, MM getting away with the slightest bit of HP will win them this game. They are getting away with ridiculous low HP. If you look at Xeon Spartan, he's on 1,000 now. It's after life stealing off a couple of minions. Before he was on less than half a bar. So he's definitely good at escaping. I'll give that to Xeon Spartan. But it looks like maybe Dignitas are going to go for a Baron attempt. We did see I Will Dominate over there near by the bush. And actually he's going back. It looks like MM are trying to go for this Baron. If they do manage to get it, then it could possibly mean GG for Dignitas. However, they want to get this team fight. They don't want the chance for I Will Dominate to steal this. Because if I Will Dominate does steal this, then it could give very detrimental effects to their team. It just basically means that Dignitas could push. Allowing them to push could potentially throw the game. And that is definitely not what MM wants to do at this point in time. They are very, very strong, way too strong. If they lost it now, it would be very, very devastating. But it looks like they're going to try it anyway to see if they can bait out the enemy team. I Will Dominate probably in that tri-bush up there. Pixel knows it. And going straight to MM. They realize they can't do anything. They're having to do... Dignitas are having to defend their inhibitors and their turrets. It's not possible for Dignitas to contest that Baron. And this should be another inhibitor for MM. Skara sort of listfully, lazily walking towards him. Like, yeah, I'll stop you, maybe. But this should be the third inhibitor down. And I don't want to call GG here just in case something happens, but it's looking very much like it. However, Xeon Spartan getting stunned there, getting comboed by Rise. I Will Dominate in the front there, popping his ultimate. However, Xeon Spartan just gets away even with the Hemo Plague. However, Paradox were in front, just getting killed. The stun not being able to land. Pixel on very low HP, Zig on very low HP. I Will Dominate just going down to the kick there from Lee Sin. Locust about to go down there. And that's 4v2. I'm a cutie fighting way too much damage, going down there. And Skara managing to kill Zig, but should go down to Xeon Spartan. Xeon Spartan getting the triple kill, and that is GG. You see the GG's popping up from the chat here. I doubt they're going to lose it now. But yeah, that's GG. Nintendo, Xeon Spartan, and Pixel taking down the Nexus there. GG MM. Very well played. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.
Victory!